Coming up on Unpeeled, this famous ice cream chain is endorsing a political candidate.
On a scale from 1 to 10, this new play might be an 11.
This popular show clawed its way to victory at an award show last Sunday.
And new technology makes your favorite video games better than ever. All that and more. Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Unpeeled. I'm LaMalfa.
And for the first time, I'm Lillian Northrup. Now for an update on a music mogul's legal troubles. Rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York City on Monday for alleged sex trafficking and racketeering. On Tuesday, Combs pled not guilty to all charges but was denied bail by the judge.
Earlier today, Combs appealed the decision, but a judge ordered him to remain in jail. The judge stated that he posed a risk of witness tampering. This is not the first time Combs has been called to court. He has been accused of sexual assault and abuse multiple times in the past. And in other music news, Brat Summer is extending to the fall. Charli XCX and Troye Sivan kicked off their Sweat Tour in Detroit Saturday night. Charli's new album, Brat, was one of the biggest pop culture moments of the summer, and fans are loving the bold and introspective dance pop style that Charli embraced. Troye Sivan is also fresh off his critically acclaimed album, Something to Give Each Other.
Now, gossip surfaced online about Sivan only being on the tour to go on a dating app Grindr at every stop. Sivan quickly dispelled this rumor, calling out the homophobic stereotype and stating he is going on tour to perform his music. The pop icons will keep bumping those club classics as the tour continues through October. Now, Alexa, I have to admit, I didn't have a Brat summer myself. I'm not a big fan.
And that's okay. I had a Brat Summer. But
yeah.
An arena tour was a risk for the duo at first. But because of how popular Brat became, that definitely impacted ticket sales.
And speaking of tickets, they went live in April, and Troye Sivan's agent said that by August, 90% of them were sold out. I have to imagine it's because of how big Brat became over the summer.
Absolutely. I think it's really interesting that they're both headlining this tour instead of one being an opener, one being a headliner. And this tour is also kind of giving like going to a rave, going to a club. So it's going to be a lot different than a normal concert experience.
And they're going to 15 different states.
Crazy.
And they're going to Canada, all in about 4.5 weeks. I have to imagine they're going to be feeling the rush.
Oh,
you know what I'm
they
saying?
absolutely are.
And a few hours ago, Saturday Night Live announced the first 5 hosting and musical guest pairs for the upcoming season. The 50th season premiere will include Gene Smart and Jelly Roll on September 28th.
Other big names include Ariana Grande and Stevie Nicks. And SNL rookie Chappell Roan will be hitting the stage alongside 6-time host John Mulaney. Sports fans are scrambling to pay for football this year. In order to stream every NFL game, viewers will have to pay over $850 across 5 separate subscription services, according to a recent NBC breakdown.
But this price tag does not seem to be stopping fans. Last Thursday, Amazon Prime Video averaged 14 million viewers during the Bills and Dolphins game. This becomes the streaming service's 3rd most watched game since starting Thursday Night Football coverage in 2022. Alexa, you know I was one of those viewers. Bills, baby, go Bills. Went down to Miami and we kicked some Dolphins butt. I was super excited, but we have to talk about how expensive things are really getting for people to watch NFL games.
Absolutely, and you're definitely one of those people. But it's absolutely crazy how hard it is for these fans to actually watch the games. Is the NFL asking too much of the fans at this point? Because honestly, it's probably cheaper to just go to the stadium multiple times than pay this price.
Now, if you're giving me an excuse to go and watch the Bills in person every Sunday, I will. But no, you're right. If we remove Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, which are the most expensive packages in the deal, we're still around $512 to watch the rest of the games. Netflix has a game this year. It's gotten ridiculous.
It's ridiculous because all the money is going to the NFL and these streaming platforms. As more people sign up for the content, there's going to be more retention rates, and then there's more money, and there you go.
As always, though, go Bills, baby. Monday night this week. And calling all ice cream fans, Ben & Jerry's launched a brand new ice cream flavor titled Kamala's Coconut Jubilee as endorsement for the candidate. This is a combination of coconut ice cream with caramel and confetti stars. The ice cream company is entering a new partnership with Move On Political Action to make this happen.
The partnership will utilize trucks to hand out free ice cream in an attempt to encourage people to register to vote. The truck will be heading on tour to more than 20 cities, and although the flavor isn't being sold in stores, there is an opportunity to win a pint of it with an autograph from no other than Ben & Jerry.
From Ben & Jerry.
Yes,
I
Ben &
mean,
Jerry.
that's got to be enough just to go, right?
Honestly, yeah.
I think it's great that they're taking ice cream and they're moving it into that political world. I mean, no matter your political stance, who doesn't love ice cream? So I think it's just a great place to bring that scene.
And the flavor? The coconut. So now that's referring to Kamala's iconic quote that went viral about us and the coconuts existing in context. I don't even know, but I feel like everyone's going to appreciate that.
The flavor, yeah. And we've seen Ben & Jerry's do this before. If they feel passionate, they take a stance in the mission. And back in 2015, they said, taste the swirl, which was a climate change movement. And then they did I dough, which is for love is love. So I'm not really surprised that they moved into the political world as well.
And it's really important because these states can determine the outcome of the election. So elected officials are educating these potential voters on the importance of their vote.
Couldn't agree more. Are you registered to vote?
I absolutely am.
That's perfect. It's our first year. It's a big
so
year.
Excited.
When we return, we'll discuss how Stranger Things is turning the Broadway world upside down.
And this super graphic, ultra modern girl does not take kindly to disrespect. We'll be right back on Peelers.
Nice. Great job.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, bro. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet. Oh,
Broadway is taking a trip to the Upside Down with the new production of Stranger Things, The First Shadow. Here to tell us what to expect is our Broadway reporter, Elizabeth Gottlieb. Now, what is this play even about?
Well, we're going to go back in time from the Netflix TV show to explore the past as Henry Creel and his family move to Hawkins for a fresh start. Now, this play is going to explore the origin story of Henry Creel, who plays a significant role in the TV show as the villain Vecna. Now, this play is also going to feature some very well-known characters, their younger versions, Jim Hopper, Joyce Byers, and Bob Newby, as well as introduce some new characters. Now, this is a standalone adventure, so if you have not seen the TV show, you can still see the play. And if you're not planning on seeing this show, you'll still be prepared for Stranger Things Season 5 to come out. Now, Stranger Things The First Shadow will be coming to Broadway March of 2025 at the Marquis Theater and will be produced by Netflix and Sonia Friedman Productions.
So I have to know, how do I get tickets to this?
Well, general sale for tickets opened up yesterday, and what's interesting is if you buy tickets through September 30th, you will get a Netflix gift card good for a free 30-day subscription. Now, what's interesting is that if you're not a new Netflix member, this will not qualify for you. So you have to be a new Netflix member for this to qualify, and you have to be in the US or the UK. And this is not a common way for Netflix or Broadway shows to promote ticket sales, so it'll be interesting to see if other shows follow.
I absolutely agree. Now, did the cast of the TV show see this production yet?
Yes, the cast has been very supportive. A lot of the Netflix cast has gone to see the London production that's going on right now, including Jamie Campbell-Bower, who is Vecna in the show. He went to go see a preview, as well as Finn Wolfhard, David Harbour, Joe Keery, Caleb McLaughlin, and Sadie Sink. So with all these stars going, I feel like I have to go as well. What about you?
Absolutely. I feel like we should just get tickets and go together. I mean, come on.
And Chappell Roan is taking feminine phenomenon to a whole new lengths as she yells some choice words to paparazzi at the VMAs. Here to talk more is our pop culture reporter, Sigourney Bell.
Yes, Lillian, Chappell had a not-so-casual encounter on the red carpet. While turning away from the cameras to fix her medieval-inspired outfit, Chappell was told to shut up by one of the photographers. However, they messed with the wrong pop star because Chappell immediately fired back with her own choice of words. But this isn't the first time Chappell has been under fire and forced to defend herself. Chappell has recently been very vocal about her strong feelings against superfan behavior that she describes as predatory. She took to Instagram to explain that she will not tolerate fans touching her or inappropriately stalking her friends and family. In her caption, she says she is not afraid of the consequences for demanding respect, and consequences she received. Many fans expressed that crazy fan behavior is a part of being a celebrity, and that sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad. Many also made references to Taylor Swift, who has had a number of crazy superfans invade her privacy, yet she rarely complains. Other fans, however, fear artists have every right to express their concerns, and Chappell is grateful people are actually listening to her.
I do think people really listen. Just like my experience around New York City, even like the past few days, like people have been so respectful. Like no one has been creepy to me or like harassed me. It's been like, I feel very heard and like it feels good.
In my personal opinion, every job has its downsides, but I do understand Chappell's perspective. But honestly, she doesn't need my sympathy, so I say good luck, babe, and that's it from me.
After the break, our reporters will tell you everything you need to know about the 76th Emmy Awards. You won't want to miss it.
An actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive, but.
The Emmys may be about television, but the fashion certainly did not disappoint. Here with more is our fashion and beauty reporter, Cami Bremer. Cami, I didn't make it to see the Emmys. I didn't turn it on. I was busy, but please tell me about the red carpet looks that you saw.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and yes, let's get right into it. So when I was watching the Emmys and I saw all these celebs, I really kind of sorted them into 3 categories. I saw jewel tones, I saw silver accents, I saw florals, almost like we were covering 3 different seasons at one event, which is really cool. For jewel tones, Naomi Watts killed it with her look. Silver accents, Gillian Anderson, and then for florals, Karen Pittman, amazing. She dominated.
I love that. And everyone loves gowns too. But how about the men's fashion? Where were we at with that?
Yeah, so for men's fashion, which typically they kind of stay in like one lane, but I will say at this Emmys, they were really out of the box, and I gotta bring up Alan Cumming. He wore a black kilt paired with a beige blazer, and then he paired it, or accented it with a plaid wrapped skirt. It was really cool and really fun.
Okay, awesome.
And then next, I really gotta bring up Diff Arawunatai, which it wasn't necessarily his look that caught my attention, but the red handprint covering his mouth. And for those who don't exactly know, it wasn't just a fashion statement, but really it served a purpose. So a red hand over the mouth has become a symbol for the missing and murdered Indigenous women's movement. And I really thought it was a great way for him to bring awareness to a sensitive topic where he knew a lot of people would be there, and also educating them. For those who don't know what it means.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's very important. And did you have a favorite look of the night yourself?
I did. And I'm between two. Meryl Streep and Carrie Coon both really embodied like a masculine-feminine combination. Meryl was in a complete suit, but it was completely a pink monochromatic look, like pink glasses, pink purse, and then Carrie Coon was wearing a really fun blazer, which was really like, stiff, and then her skirt was all ruffled out.
Wow, I mean, I'm a Mamma Mia fan, so I probably would love Meryl Streep's more, but I love both of those. That's so awesome. And I appreciate you being here and talking about the red carpet with us, but we're gonna head over to Alexa now, actually.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
From fashion winners to award winners and maybe star losers, red carpet reporter Charlene Nomini is here to break down who won big at this year's Emmys.
Thanks, Alexa. This year's Emmy Awards were very exciting and controversial. Starting with the controversy, the Bears swept the comedy categories for the second year in a row. Actress Liza Colón-Zayas made history as the first Latina to win Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for her role as Tina Madero. And while Hacks won Outstanding Comedy Series, The Bear snagged Outstanding Lead Actor, again, Outstanding Supporting Actor, again, as well as 8 awards at the untelevised Creative Arts Emmys. But SNL alum and mother of Hacks star Hannah Einbinder, Lorraine Newman, seemed to disagree with the Television Academy. She posted on X, "Every time I think about The Bear being in the comedy category for the Emmys, I can feel an ulcer developing." Many online agreed, saying the show was good, just not funny. Some even suggest the show belongs in the drama category and that it's taking awards away from actual comedies. Moving away from controversy, FX's Shogun made history Sunday in 3 ways. Number 1, Shogun became the first show to win 18 Emmys in one season, with 14 wins at the Creative Arts Emmys. Number 2, Shogun is the first non-English language show to win Outstanding Drama Series, being almost entirely in Japanese. And 3, Shogun's Anna Sawai became the first Asian woman to win Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Shogun was originally intended to be a limited series, but 2 more seasons are currently in development. Based on Sunday's ceremony, that was the right decision. Don't you think, Alexa?
Absolutely. When we return, Demi Lovato ventures into the directing world. We'll learn all about it after the break.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Demi Lovato was one of Disney Channel's breakout child stars, and now she's making her directing debut. Our film reporter Sofia Zaninovich is here to tell us all about Lovato's film called Child Star. Now, let's get right into it. Why did Demi Lovato decide to direct this in the first place?
Yeah, so Demi Lovato's been acting and singing pretty much her whole life. She started on Barney and Friends with Selena Gomez. She was only 10. She appeared a couple times, and then they both moved on to Disney Channel, and she was on Camp Rock, which I feel like our generation just knows and loves, with the Jonas Brothers, and this launched her into global stardom. She was only 16, and that came with a lot of anxiety and pressure. And so she decided to make this documentary. It's her first time directing, and it's called Child Star, and it's all about interviews with her and other famous child actors.
Now, who else is involved in this film?
Yeah, so it ranges from people 40 years ago to just 10 years ago from your favorite shows and movies. So people like Drew Barrymore that started very, very young and had a traumatic childhood. And then Kenan Thompson, Allison Stoner that was on Camp Rock with her that played the keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the most interesting people that's on is JoJo Siwa.
Yes.
So she is still very much young. She's a year older than me. She's young, she's out there. So I'm interested to see how her perspective differs from someone like Drew Barrymore or Allison Stoner that's been away from the limelight for a while.
No, absolutely. But how are people reacting to the film?
So far it's very positive. It was just released yesterday on Hulu and Disney+. So I think that it's going to be well liked, but I mean, we'll see. It's only been a day, but so far people are moved by seeing why some of their favorite actors and actresses left shows, or why they left, or why they had so many mental health or different problems because of it. And so I think everyone should check it out and maybe make an opinion on their own.
No, absolutely. I mean, I know I'll be checking it out because Demi Lovato was one of my favorite celebrities.
Oh, she's the best.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Sophia.
Of course.
Now, while the video game industry continues to meteoric rise, some companies are taking a blast to the past. Unpeeled's esports reporter Nathaniel Cunningham is in studio to take us through how these remastered games are only adding to a booming industry. Nathaniel.
Thanks, Lillian. One of the toughest parts of a yearly game series is staying relevant with new and improved ideas. However, Call of Duty was one of those titles that did just that. COD took the world by storm in 2003. When it was released, it hooked fans with its unique first-person shooter and crazy in-game mechanics. Year after year, people would buy the new-look game and continue with the story. But in 2016, the series hit a roadblock. After 3 consecutive games that sold well but underperformed in the eyes of the players, the franchise had to pivot. And in 2017, they did the unthinkable. Infinity Ward remastered one of its most popular games, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as part of its 13th installment, Infinite Warfare. The throwback to what fans fell in love with a decade prior brought old fans back to the game and brought new fans around with improved graphics, a similar storyline, and a want to play the fresh product. The game was so good and loved among fans in 2019, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered became its own game as the 15th edition in the COD franchise. Now, as it celebrates its 5th birthday soon, it also gets to celebrate being the 3rd highest sold Call of Duty game ever. Now, COD isn't the first game developer to ever remaster a game, though. Technically, all remastering a game is bringing it to modern technology. But what Infinity Ward did was take a classic game, make some small changes, and release it as a new one. That model was so successful, it would cause a domino effect the gaming industry wouldn't be ready for. Games like Pokemon Yellow, Super Mario Bros., Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, and NCAA College Football have all been remade and remastered within the past 5 years. These new edition of games allow for developers to spend more time and, more importantly, more money on creating new ideas and bringing even more fans to their already beloved franchise. Now, Lillian, I know you love sports, and I heard this NCAA game is pretty good, so how about me versus you?
Nathaniel, I don't even think you want that. All right, man, I'm going to tell you, I'm not too bad. But after the break, we're turning up the heat at Unpeeled. We're trying some hot wings from an iconic show. I promise you won't want to miss it.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Netflix is currently in talks with BuzzFeed to stream the popular YouTube series Hot Ones. The show is starting a college campaign launching food delivery on certain campuses.
As of now, only us here at Syracuse University and students at Penn State have access to the wings on Uber Eats and DoorDash. So we thought, well, how much fun could it be if we try these wings ourselves? Alexa,
oh, so much fun.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm really scared.
I can't really handle the heat very well.
Me either.
So I think we should just dive right in. Let's explain to everyone what we have going on here. So that we our lovely helpers brought our wings out. Let's open her up. Do an unboxing.
Cold.
This is level 5.
This is disgusting.
Out of the Hot Wings scale or Hot Ones scale on the show.
It's
so I think we
wet.
should just dive right in. We have milk in
Yeah,
case.
'cause
I'm lactose intolerant, but
I'm gonna probably cry.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
All right, I think we take a small bite because I'm a little worried that even a 5 is pretty hot.
All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. Already feeling the heat immediately.
Oh,
Little
no.
kick. Not bad. I think so. This is the deathly sauce. I'm talking to my mouth open.
Now this sauce that Lillian was just talking about here. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
This is horrible. Horrible. Okay, I'm really afraid because
We're being told to be careful right now.
apparently it's one of the hottest sauces in the world.
Let's just put it down. I'm
Yeah,
risky.
let's
I'm
do
worried.
that.
I'm afraid of it a little bit.
Jalapeno, I think is less than this.
All right, before we move on though, let's rate the 5. How do you feel about the 5?
I don't
You're
think
kind of manhandling it with that. Do you
I
not like
honestly
it?
don't think I took a big enough bite.
Okay, I actually really enjoy it. It's got a solid kick. The kick is strong, but it's not overwhelming. I can still feel it sitting in my mouth though.
I just had to take another bite because I feel like I'm too afraid to get the flavor. It's kicking. It really is kicking.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's try this, Dad.
Okay, all right, let's do this
Okay,
then. I'm just gonna put the wing right back in there.
Finger?
Yeah, don't do anything crazy here. I mean,
right.
I'm not gonna dip a wing. We're being told to do
let's
very
go,
small.
let's
I'm
go,
scared.
let's go.
All right, I'm doing really small.
Wait, that's really a
small.
lot.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna try it.
I
This
can't.
is
Look how
this
much
is
I
like
have.
breaking the scale type hot. Okay, so here we go.
I can't even take the whole thing.
No,
Look how
just
much-
do a
All
little.
right,
Here we go.
all right.
Immediate.
Oh my God.
It's not even a spice like no other. It's like
That burns.
I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Oh, once it
Immediately.
goes down, it's burning.
Woo.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very hot.
That's
Oh
awful.
wow, it's really
That's
hot.
really
It's getting
bad.
really hot.
It's
When you put it
actually-
down the throat, like when you
It's
swallow
going
it.
through all my senses right now.
Yeah, I actually think the 5 might cool it down, but then I might be wrong. I don't really know.
I really feel like I'm having like a moment
So
right
Hot
now.
Wings is, I haven't really seen it. It might be on Netflix, but.
No, I watched the series on YouTube. Sean Evans is like such a great interviewer, but I don't know
Okay.
how the celebrities do this. Because
Oh my God,
I'm
it's
really,
really hot.
struggling over here. Oh, I will never ever do this again.
I'm
I
not
do
even being
do such-
sarcastic. I'm not even joking around. I'm being honest, but. We should call it out.
That's all the time we have with you tonight.
Yeah, we're done. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a blast. Make sure to follow us on our socials at Citrus TVE on X. Oh my God, it's so hot. And Unpeeled _ Syracuse on Instagram. I'm Lillian Northrup, and these meetings are way too hot.
And I'm LaMalfa. We'll see you next Wednesday live at 8 p.m.